This is Seth from bjjgearjunkie.com, here with another gear review. This time it is one of my old faithfuls. It is the Dragao, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I am sure if I'm not, you guys are going to correct me right away. So if I am pronouncing it incorrectly, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But I do not have a lot of friends that drop this name regularly in conversation, so I'm kind of just hoping I'm saying it right. But anyways, so this is one of my favorite gis. I've had this probably for about a year, maybe a year and a half at this point. It's in heavy rotation, and I personally train about 4 to 5 times a week. So this is the Armlock series in blue, as you can see. The color, I don't know if the camera will show up, but the color, it held up pretty good. I did the vinegar soak before its first wash. It did fade out a little bit, like as you can see down here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but it did fade out a little bit, but it is kind of to be expected. So let's move right down along the points of interest. Let's take a peek at the collar. So this collar, in comparison to some of the other gis, this is, I'd still say it's about a medium collar, but it's not as beefy as some of the other gis that I've seen. You know, we just did a review in the past on the Shoyu roll, 7th Sun, and I think that one actually has a beefier collar than this. I also use my Mundial number 7 by Atama as a reference. I would say it's maybe a little thinner, but almost on par with that. The second factor, I start moving into durability. I want to make sure that my gi is going to hold up. So let's take a look at the seams. They are taped over, the important seams down at the bottom. They do have some tape reinforced down here in the corners. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of another piece sewn in there. That's nice. This seam up here isn't really reinforced. It's kind of just where the pieces come together. The armpits, they do have another piece of fabric stitched in there to reinforce it as well. Like I said, I've had this for about a year, maybe a year and a half, heavy rotation, and I have not noticed any tearing or holes in the gi so far, so that's pretty good. So the second thing is the fit. This is, if I believe, I went for an A. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What did I get? An A2. I went with an A2. I'm about 5'8", 165. And I was hovering between an A1 and A2. You know, most of the time, as probably most of you, when you go and you look at the sizes, if you can't try the gi on, it's a little bit scary because you never know how you're going to really fall. And sure, you know, they give you the little sizing charts and everything, but a lot of times, you know, that doesn't really cut it. In this case here, the sleeves fit perfectly on me. The length of the gi fits perfectly on me. The pants fit perfectly on me. I'm going to show you the pants here in a second. One thing that is weird about this gi is like the width when it wraps around me. When it wraps around me, I have a hard time having one corner touch the other corner. And it's not really so much in the gut area. It's more like my shoulders and chest are wide, so it makes the top part of the gi pop apart, kind of like this. You know, and I'm not Rico Suave, so I don't want to be walking around trying to show off my bird chest all the time, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. That part disappointed me. I would mark the fit on this A2 a little weird. But you know, somebody maybe who doesn't have broad shoulders could probably fit this. Good thing I didn't go with an A1 because it would not have probably even wrapped around me whatsoever. But if I went an A3, I have a feeling that my the length of my sleeves would not have been snug. I want to be able to extend this out and have it be, you know, right at legal limit. So that kind of bothered me. Some of the coolness factor of this gi, for one, it has awesome patches here. Has a nice coloration on the shoulders, kind of dresses it up a little bit. This is the Armlock series, so I'll show you. See, I'll get a picture of this and annotate it in there, but has a nice Armlock patch over here. Has another nice Dragao patch down here. Another cool little dragon patch over here. And some of these patches are nicely, like, I don't know what they're called, like embroidered or stitched on there, but I don't worry about them coming off whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if I showed this one already, but it has a nice patch down here as well, down at the bottom. It says Dragao across there, just like this main patch right here. So now let's look at the back. Again, pretty standard, just like any of the other gis out there if you're paying a lot of money. One piece, so you don't have a seam running up your back of your spine when you're rolling. Other than that, nothing exciting on the back. So now let's take a peek at the pants. Okay, so here's the pants. Like I said, the pants fit me good. They are a tiny bit baggy in the crotch. That is kind of one thing I would say I don't like about the gi. It did go with the kind of like shoelace tie at the top. I haven't had it bunch up inside the back of the pants yet, but it is kind of one thing I worry about every single time I throw this in the washer is it going to get all cinched up on me? The second thing I don't really like is these loops in the front are really small. I have a hard time fitting this knot head through that, okay? I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's different from the, the shoyu rolls out there, or the wanos that have the nice bungee cord, okay? The second thing, the pant material is, it's a little different. It's almost like a canvas, but it's kind of baggy, which is, depending on what you think, it's either nice or it's not. But my main gripe with it is it's not very absorbent. So towards the end of the night of rolling, I feel like the material is at its max capacity. It's not absorbing anymore, or it's not wicking any moisture away. It's kind of just like, I'm just kind of like stewing in my pants, and that's pretty nasty, I know, but I'm trying to get the picture across. Like, it's kind of different from some of the other ones. So I guess maybe like breathability and absorbability of these pants is a negative. But other than that, they're pretty comfy. They're pretty lightweight, but at the same time, I don't feel like they're going to rip on me. They're not rip stop or anything fancy like that. And again, you can see the bottom seams are taped. No damage done to these pants. And again, I roll in them consistently at least. Probably I use this gi probably twice a week. So that is the Dragao Armlock series. To recap, durability, great. This is kind of a tried and true product of mine, and I've had absolutely no issues with it. Fit, I am not pleased with the fit. Some days I get really frustrated and I almost just don't even want to wear this gi, but it's an expensive gi, so I have to kind of wear it still until I can come up with something else. Coolness factor, this is probably one of the cooler gis that I have. I really like this patch here, and I like blue gis in general. That's kind of just my preference. The pants, the tie is a little weird. I would rather have had the bungee cord material kind of. And the material itself is sturdy, but it's not very absorbent or breathable. So there you have it. That's the Dragao Armlock series. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.